Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Night Scream TV. We are bringing out the leather helmets game. So we got JaVale, we got Jim, and we've got Kickoff here from Minnesota. And that is going to lead to a touchback where JaVale will get the ball first. So I'm going to just go make the game of the week announcement real quick. Forgive me for not being present. E-Man, good to see you. Thank you for the alert, brother. I appreciate you. We're going to get things kicked off here talking about leather helmets playoff race in the NFC as well, too. So that'll be coming soon. Top of the channel here, you'll have the predictions up as Wilson is going to throw a dart downfield. Lander's going to pick this up and get a first down.
First down.
Somehow, some way, Zach Wilson is leading the way for JaVale here. 3,500 yards, 41 touchdowns, 8 picks. Some good work there by JaVale, throwing a random. You know what's crazy? I have all my things off. Ignore that. As we go to 1st and 10, gonna try to force one here, and that will not happen. Kevin, thank you for the resub. I appreciate that. All my alerts and stuff were off. Almost everything was off. But we get to 2nd and 10. Jim bringing the pressure down. And then on that first catch we were just talking about there, that was Matt Landers on the catch. A 6'4" target, undrafted out of Arkansas. You know, Vale loves his tall, undrafted guys. And the handoff here is to Braylon Allen, the rookie machine with 500 yards on the season. Getting a 5-yard gain to move up to 3rd and 5. 34-yard line for Atlanta. They are in field goal range for Young Ho Koo. And a quick backside throw to Robbie Chosen, and it's another Atlanta first down. So clearly Vale is going with all height. Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Robbie Chosen, Matt Landers. Everybody is above at least 6'4". Nobody is shorter. That's actually crazy when you think about it. Well, Robbie is 6'3", forgive me. You're going to see Edmonds here. Chase Edmonds, the former Cardinal, bounce out and get a 14-yard gain. It's a first down inside the red zone now. Atlanta is just cruising against this Vikings defense. Vikings defensively are middle of the pack. 15th best rushing defense, 15th best passing defense. Leads them to have the 11th. I don't know how that math works out. The 11th best defense in all of leather helmets. Braylon Allen will cut back and gains just a yard, averaging 3 on the day to start. And when you look at this defense for the Vikings, Stephon Gilmore and Harrison Smith lead the way. Shaquille Griffin is the guy. He has no picks yet on the season, but he's leading in tackles as a corner. Braylon Allen handoff. He'll go to the 1-yard line, not in the end zone just yet. And it's 3rd and goal now for these Falcons. Hands it off to Allen. Not going to get in the end zone. It's 4th and 2. Take your 3 and love it. And no, it does not look like Vale will take that option. Vale actually is going to just decide to go for it here from the 2-yard line. Got a fullback in there. Braylon Allen is the back. It's a stretch run. Vikings can't contain it. It's a touchdown. The Dirty Birds heading to the end zone first, and with ease, to his standards at least, they have a 7-point lead. So now Minnesota will get the ball, and this is where we'll talk about that playoff picture we just mentioned. JaVale leading the way, 11-1 record, trying to go to 12 in this game. Minnesota leading their division. They have the tiebreaker currently over the Lions. So a win will stamp them to continue to grind out this NFC North, and if they lose this week, Detroit has a chance. When Detroit plays Green Bay, Green Bay could play spoiler. We'll see what happens as week 14 goes on. And looking at some of the other games across the league, the Raiders beat the Bucks 28-14. The Dolphins defeat the Jets 31-29. And the Rams defeat the Bills 42-28. So some games already played here in the week 14 of leather helmets. And now we got a 1-yard gain here for Minnesota. And on offense, they got some guys that'll do some things for you. JJ McCarthy out here having a solid rookie season. Jalen Wright back there, a rookie as well, as JJ steps up, runs away from Jesse Bates, and gets tackled down after a 22-yard gain.
First down.
McCarthy with his second, his longest rush of the season, actually. He had an 8-yard rush earlier. The 22 will be his longest on the season. His first rush of 20 or more, bringing his total to 49 on the season. And Hawkinson there, it's a quick pass to Jettas, almost intercepted. DeMarco Helms was in coverage as the safety. So he took a chance right there. He is in Falcons territory. And we speak about Jettas. He's actually not the leading receiver for once. It's actually Jordan Addison, number 3, who's right next to him. And look at the defense there. Justin Simmons, the Swiss Army knife, signed with Atlanta in the offseason, just getting in the backfield and making things look easy. So 3rd and 13 now. They are at the 50-yard line. Midfield for Minnesota. 13 yards ago, you got to think Jefferson's a hot read. He goes trips left. Atlanta's going to press everybody down here. Ryan Neal looks to be the user for Vail. It's one-on-ones everywhere. A blitz gets in and Judon's in the backfield. Judon right off the edge, getting right to McCarthy. It's a loss of 11. And what looked to be a promising drive for Minnesota ends in a punt here. Rondale Moore will catch this at the 12-yard line and get tackled at the 12. We're on our second possession for the Falcons. Now, speaking of Vail again, he's only lost one game all season. He lost to Kansas City 46-26. Counter run here for Braylon Allen follows his blocks and going to get all the way through a broken tackle and more to get a 9-yard gain. Yeah, so Vail currently is on a 9-game win streak. And every single game, he's scored at least 10 points. And out of 8 of these, he scored 37 minimum. So the high-scoring offense of Atlanta throws an interception to Gilmore, and we might have a pick 6. So maybe it's just me, but somehow, some way on this channel, Stephon Gilmore is literally just a legend. I have no idea. I am not understanding how he makes such a critical mistake there, but Jim takes clear advantage and he ties this game right on up. Good on you, Jim. Good job. So just like that, Minnesota uses their defense, who we talked about being middle of the pack, to figure things out and get back into this ball game. Stephon Gilmore on this season here, that is his 2nd pick, and that is the Vikings' 4th defensive touchdown of the season. Darnell Mooney back there with Rondale Moore, going to be used on returns here and not in the main offense, and he'll get up to the 25-yard line. So Zach Wilson just threw his 9th pick of the season. Very rough if you ask me, but looking at the yards difference here, Atlanta with 90 yards of total offense, Minnesota with just 9. And Minnesota has this game tied up. Robbie Chosen in a cheat motion here. Braylon Allen with the fake. He's going to go corner route. Poppy to Robbie, and it's a first.
First down.
And, you know, shout out to Vail, man. Vail is the referee here on the channel. We bring it up very often. He's actually playing in this game right now, but he does not have like a promising record here on Night Scream TV, so that's the funniest thing about it. And Braylon Allen, as we say that he doesn't have a promising record, Harrison Phillips and friends get to the line of scrimmage. They meet Braylon Allen at the line, and that is going to lead us into a 7-7 quarter. We move on to the second. I think what I need to see more from Vail is to continue to use this rushing game in his favor. Will he do so? We'll see. Who knows? Wilson gonna go with a spread offense here. It's just all verts. Wide open. It's Kyle Pitts, middle of the seam. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's not often that 4 verts works, and when you got all guys 6'3" and above just running in a straight line, and a seam open just like that. You throw it to the 6'6" guy and you get him in the end zone. Mr. Pitts is having a very solid season for Atlanta, by my standards at least. 61 catches now. That's about 1,200 yards after that. His 15th, yes, you heard me correctly, 15th touchdown on the season. The person with higher than him would be Drake London. London with 52 catches, 1,400 yards, and 21 TDs. So Vel using the two original Falcons on this team and getting things figured out for his offense. Now can we see if Jettas and Co can figure it out here? Quick pass over the middle. Terrace Marshall Jr. picks up the first.
First down.
And that's a good pass there by Jim to get it out quick and notice and diagnose. Vel is sending some heat off the edges here from the nickelbacks. If they're not going to play in that zone, throw at that zone. Hands it off here. Jalen Wright, the rookie, is going to get all the way up a 9-yard gain. We're at Atlanta's 41-yard line. And I do think the Vikings end up scoring on this possession on offense. I think Jim has kind of got it figured out how he wants to maneuver this offense. And you got to not leave out TJ Hawkinson. And here's Vel pressing everybody again. AJ Terrell one-on-one with Jettas. Jettas 1-to-1 there. And Vel catches up with it to pick for AJ Terrell. Commentator curse might be real, and Terrell will go down at the 17. A double wow for the pick. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Jettas had him beat. There was no way around that. Like, Jettas had him go to the end zone. It probably is a tud, but unfortunately, Terrell undercuts it, picks it off. And here we go with a play action. Harrison Smith with some good lurking ability. Should have had a pick, but he will get credited with a deflection. And some great defense there by Jim. Almost his second pick of the game. Old man Harrison still out there chugging and bugging for Minnesota. A staple in Minnesota, if you will. Lewis Seen is in there right now covering underneath. He's going to go to the outside. Robbie Chosen on a wheel route. Jukes Byron Murphy out of his shoes. And he's all the way at the Minnesota 45 for a first. Five minutes to go here in the first half. Bang, I hate that so much. But I appreciate you being here nonetheless. Thank you for showing up and being here. Kyle Pitts is open again, and this was going to be a forced pass to Drake London. He catches it past Byron Murphy and somehow showboats into the end zone. I thought he was going to just go right back to Pitts. He was open. One-on-one, you just throw it to a 6'6" target. Somehow, some way, Drake London comes away with his 22nd touchdown of the season. Byron Murphy just got spun inside out. And at this point, you might got to consider locking in Drake London and Gilmore the rest of the way. Murphy Jr. has played in 10 games now. He's got 22 tackles, a deflection, and 1 interception. Oh, excuse me. He's actually got 3 interceptions, but 1 deflection. There we are. And he returned one for a touchdown himself. Hand off to Jalen Wright. He's got a lot of grass in front of him. Takes off on this Atlanta defense. Gets to the second level and is taken down by JT Woods.
First down.
So Jim getting back up offensively there. Wright carrying the load, getting into Atlanta territory at the 32-yard line. With 4:32 on the clock. Last drive, I said he would score. This drive, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to call the game as is and not give any more commentator curses out to anybody. Undisputed, good to see you. And, you know, Falcons money line, you know, just want to throw that out there. The Bucks just couldn't get the job done in Atlanta. We'll see y'all in about 2 weeks. We'll see y'all again soon. I hope we take the game in Tampa as well. As Jalen Wright will get the carry. It's a 1-yard gain. And Vel is showing off a 6-man front here. You've got to think Jim is thinking he's going for some pressure here, going to cut outside and get tackled down after a 4-yard gain with Judon, who got the sack earlier on McCarthy and forced that punt on the Vikings. First drive of the game. And now it's a weak eye formation, twins. And he's going to take this handoff here. Hawkinson's open. AJ Terrell tried to go for the acrobatic pick and it's dropped. But this is field goal range for Minnesota. They're going to try to make this a 21-10 game. Locke, good to see your nephew. Hopefully all is well. Hopefully you're having a great weekend. And this kick will be good. And you know what's really crazy about my channel the last couple of days? I got to. I don't have, come on now. Come on. Not had we lost, I would have been on some hating energy for sure. I'd have been a hater. I would not deny that, but I don't got to hate for right now. As Rondale Moore is going to run this up to the 33-yard line, Vale's going to get another chance here to score before the half. Let's see, can this Vikings defense get another interception out of them? The only touchdown for the Vikings currently comes in the form of that pick six for Stephon Gilmore if you're just popping in. And what I was saying was the Vikings have been on my channel a lot recently. They seem to be a good year one team here in Madden as Kyle Pitts would take the drag and go up to a first down. I think it's really interesting because in MEL, we have the Vikings in the bowl. In AGS, we had the Vikings in the bowl. And now we're calling another Vikings game right here on the channel. And Robbie Chosen takes the drag, gets away from Andrew Van Ginkel. 2 plays, 2 first downs. Zach Wilson is having a first half, if you will. And this is also the second person I've noticed using Zach Wilson efficiently. Shout out to my guy AWOL over in MEL. He actually made the conference championship with the Giants year 1, but could not find a way. And there goes Braylon Allen finding a way through this Vikings defense. Gonna get a big 30-yard gain, and that leads us to the 2-minute warning. So both these guys have got effective run games, to say the least. Both of them got 30-yard rushes here in the first half. Minnesota creeping up on a 1,000-yard rushing season. Atlanta's already there, and it's a screen for Braylon Allen. He gets away from Brian Asamoah, and it looks like Cashman is going to turn around and stop the bleeding. After an 8-yard gain here, clock will continue to roll, but all 3 timeouts are now left by both teams. And again, we have to discuss this NFC playoff picture. We'll bring it back up at halftime. Jim needs a win to survive here and contain this NFC North lead, whereas Green Bay can, knock off the Lions and prevent them from leading as we go into the end zone again for Atlanta. So DC has a chance to knock off JB and not allow him to take the NFC North lead if this game continues on, but Vale has to hold the lead. Turn around and stop the bleeding is crazy. That's a normal, bro, we can't pause that. There's no way we're pausing a normal comment. Yeah, I hate y'all. Bro. Bonds, good to see you, man. Hopefully you're having a great weekend as well. I can't with y'all, man. It's so funny. I mentally prepared myself for the pause-worthy moments, and that's the one that's going to be pause-worthy. Hi, man. Corner route hawk. It's a first down for Minnesota. Jim pushing the ball up the field here at midfield already, but they're going to say his knee was down inbounds. Addison's in the slot here. Hawk on the other side. We're going to see Jalen Wright in the backfield. A check and release for him. He's going to go dump this underneath. Justin Simmons can't get there. Jesse Bates and AJ Terrell got to do cleanup duty. A 20-yard gain for the running back. It's only leather helmets where, like, I get all the pause. Hey, yo, like, I didn't think nothing was wrong. Turn around and stop the bleeding. I thought it's an amazing comment. In the flow and just, nope. Gonna be a gain of a yard here. The timeout's finally taken by Minnie. It's terrible because it's just like, you try to choose your words carefully, but then when you're just in the flow of commentary, you don't even think twice. Like, you just, what the first thing is that's going to come to your mind is literally what you're going to say. Like, if you're losing by a lot, my mind thinks stop the bleeding, and to say stop the bleeding is crazy. Like, come on, man. I ain't even look at it that way. That sucks so bad. Nonetheless, Minnesota is up to a 3rd and 1 at the 22-yard line. Out of bounds is where they did go, so the clock is stopped. He's going to hand this off to Wright, pick up the first down, goes down at the 19, timeout mini. They're in the red zone. Jettas has not been a prominent part of this game. He's been thrown at once, and it was a dropped interception by DeMarco Hellams. Will we see some out route magic for Jettas right now? He is outside here, and there's going to be a twin set for Addison on the right. Hawkinson's on the same side as Jettas. Jettas on a smooth dig. Quick red zone scissors by Jalen Wright to get to first and goal. Jim does not want to waste that timeout. Going to go no huddle really quickly as Vale presses the defense down. Hand off to Wright. He's got a lane. He's in the, oh no, he's not. Jim is at the 1 and has to call that last timeout. Jalen Wright just did not stretch the ball over the goal line. That's very unfortunate. I was so ready to call it a touchdown. And then somehow, some way, a random safety just saves JaVale's life. But Jim ain't no slouch, and he ain't no joke either. He's going to go for it here. Try to keep it. RPO picked off A.J. Terrell. And this might be a 90-yard pick six. Vale ready like a book. Addison can't catch him. Hawk 2 can't catch him. It's a pick six, Atlanta. That is absolute insanity. Overall good play call. And yeah, Wright definitely cost it there because he's in the end zone. Like, he was in the end zone. But somehow, some way, Addison just did not block Terrell, did not go for the tackle, and allowed him to run a 90-yard pick six back. Atlanta moves into halftime with a 25-point lead. Yeah, Jalen Wright deserves credit for sure, but for the fact that he didn't just like get in the end zone right there, even though he was hit. Maybe I'm asking for too much of Madden, right? I've always felt like there should have been a button to reach for the goal line. Like, you can add a one-hand catch button finally, but now you can't add a goal line reach button, because like right there, like, he's at the end zone. Why wouldn't he just put the ball over it and been in the end zone? Like, that's clearly a touchdown. How it's not a touchdown is beyond me, but that was clear as day. Gonna go underneath here. Terrace Marshall Jr. picks up another catch there, 6 yards. Yeah, I really do think he was in, because the ball crossed the plane, and y'all literally, touchdown was the next word out of my mouth. And Addison will catch that one there to first down, Minnesota.
Fricka first down.
Quick no huddle option here by McCarthy. Single back trips. Hands it off to Wright, and DeMarco Hellams from the sub LB gets in the backfield, tackle for loss. Many fans booing here. They do not like that Atlanta's defense is doing whatever the hell they want at this current moment. But there's a lot of game left. This game is nowhere near over. You can't call it over till the fat lady sings, and I have not heard her hum yet. Wright with a solid run thrown into the ground. Looks like Ryan Neal was in on the tackle there, and we moved to 3rd and 8. So again, I've mentioned we haven't seen Jettas just yet do anything extremely amazing. But this might be his saving grace right here. Everyone is pressed down. You know that blitz is coming. There's no disguise about it. Everybody's blocked currently. Gonna chuck one deep to Jettas. And they're gonna say incomplete. They're gonna say McCarthy didn't have it accurate enough. Rondale Moore will take this punt and somehow, some way makes it with positive yards, gains about 8. Zach Wilson hands it off to Braylon Allen. He cuts all the way back. And that's going to be 2nd and 8 now for Atlanta. And again, we saw Stephon Gilmore get a pick. Is Lewis Seen good? Like, get up. Allen handoff again here. Going to be an 0-1 trap. He's going to run up for a first down. Harrison Smith will bring him down at the 34-yard line. Yeah, Lewis Seen was just on the ground chilling and like taking the sun in. That might not have been him. He might not be number 6. He's number 36. Yeah, so I definitely thought that was Lewis Seen because I'm just like, why the hell are you just laid out on the ground? Hands it off here. That is going to be Braylon Allen once again getting the tote here as the lead back for Atlanta. It was Brian Asamoah Jr. who was on the ground. Like, why would you just lay it out like that? Did somebody like spear him on a block? Nonetheless, we move to 2nd and 7, 3 minutes left here in this third quarter. 25-point lead for Atlanta. They're just taking their time. Blitz off the edge, gets there. Not considered a fumble, unfortunately. So 3rd and 7 now, didn't go anywhere. Chosen's in the slot. He's going to go there. It's not picked up by Shaquille Griffin. He got beat off the line, and that's going to allow the Falcons a first down. It looked like Shaquille had a good beat on it and played it right inside, could have swatted it down. It looks like Chosen just beat him off the line a little bit quicker as they make up for it with a tackle for loss. Brian Cashman Jr. not allowing Braylon Allen to make a move. You know, we haven't really seen any fumbles. I haven't seen many fumbles, at least on my channel. I can't speak to anybody else. He's going to go corner route, Poppy. Kyle Pitts is going to catch us in front of Gilmore, and it's a first down. With 2 minutes left to go, we're at the Minnesota 36. Just saying yikes for it, Dro. What were we yikesing about, man? Quick dump off here is to Braylon Allen on the blitz call by the Vikings. Lewis Seen and friends get juked. And Byron Murphy has just been a bad product of getting cooked with some jukes here in this game. First and 10 from the 12 in the red zone. Slants indeed. He's going to go for a high pass to Drake London, and Byron Murphy makes the stop. The score, I mean, you know, y'all know Vail loves all the 6'3" people and up. And when he gets them or picks a team with guys like that already, his offense is generally set. It looks like Penix is not going to get any shine this season, as Drake London will move inside a bit on Murphy. Gilmore going to step a little bit more outside, closer to the numbers, and Landers is outside over there. Chosen top of the triangle. Pitts is the tight end. Chase Edmonds in the backfield there, and he's going to get sacked by Harrison Phillips. And what looks like it was going to be a fake spike turns into a timeout for Atlanta. They have to just call one there. So this drive started at the 12, or this possession set of downs, forgive me. Started at the 12-yard line. They've lost 7 yards on the sack now. Yeah, we'll have to see. Can Atlanta get another touchdown here? We'll just have to put 3 up. Cheat motion here, blocking. He's not going to block the outside guy, but it's going to be caught by Landers for a 9-yard gain. They're at the 10-yard line, and Koo has a 27-yard field goal on tap unless he goes for this. He went for it earlier in the game and scored on 4th down. Let's see what happens this time. That's actually going to lead to the end. No, a timeout by Minnesota. Kick up, kick down, 38-10. 4 touchdown lead for the Falcons. Minnesota's got about a quarter to try to play some immaculate defense and some crazy elite offense. Josh Naylor gonna return this one from the 1-yard line. Spins away from one Falcon, gets tackled down by another. So we're at the 21-yard line. McCarthy, Jettas, and friends got a long road to go to get to the end zone, but they have moved it efficiently when they have not turned the ball over. 8 seconds left here. Probably the last play of the quarter before we move to everybody's favorite quarter. And it's going to be just a 4-man rush for Atlanta. Corner route. Poppy is picked off. J.T. Woods. And all he has to do is beat Jalen Wright to the end zone. Cannot do such. The glass has broken. The people have spoken. It's the 4th quarter. Just like that, Atlanta's back in the red zone after the interception. I formation twins. Stretch run, Braylon Allen. Stuffed. Lost a yard. Hand off to Allen, runs into a brick wall of Okarwa, and he's going to go down at the 1. Third and goal, Zach Wilson. Not a goal line formation. Allen in the end zone. The kick goes through. It's 45-10 for Atlanta on this road game, and they're aiming to get their 12th win on the season and try to lock up this 1 seed here in the NFC. So again, we bring this up here. Atlanta moving to 12-1 just helps them cement their place atop the NFC, getting that bye week. And Minnesota, if Detroit wins, and only if Detroit wins this week, Minnesota will drop to probably the 6th seed on the season here in week 14. McCarthy with time. Drag route is open for Jalen Wright. He's going to get a first down and more. 5:45 on the clock. They're at their own 46. AJ Terrell has had Jettas pretty much out of the game. And he presses there one more time. Goes middle of the field. Caught Terrace Marshall and then drops it on the second impact. Second and 10, 46-yard line. Good outside route by Wright. He's been killing everybody really out there. And now he's doing a funky dance after getting a first down. Was he hurt or something? Did I just... What the hell was that? Y'all seen that? Like, I'm bugging. McCarthy, quick pass to Jettas. He's finally got one to him. It's a 5-yarder. McCarthy dropping back, staying in a tight pocket. Hawkinson had a chance. Bro, you seen him? Like, he was over there being a Jamaican and getting loose. Like, I was so confused. I'm just like, what girl are you dancing and gyrating your way to? There are no women on this field, brother. Like, what are you doing? I thought I was crazy. Third and 5 on the way, 38-yard line. Helms, the sub LB. Hawk was open for a split second. Going to go to Jettas again. And Jesse Bates will be in good coverage there. No gritty allowed. And obviously the Vikings are going to go for this here. I think the aim needs to be just the first down. Yes, you do need to score quick. There's that. But a first down keeps the ball in your possession and gets your offense some juice, whether into the next game or not. Addison in the slot. Jetta's open underneath. He's going to get the first down. Ryan Neal tackles him down. Good route there by Jetta's. A stutter step slant. Addison gets pressed down on. Jetta's is clamped up outside the numbers. A forced catch, and he gets one on AJ. First down. A great curl route there by Jetta's. Fought all the way up there and made his mark known. That's going to now lead all the way up to a quick corner route. Touchdown, Addison. Jordan Addison cooking with fish grease this season, man. Like we said, he's the leading receiver for these Vikings this season. Doing things only we can't imagine. The only 1,000-yard receiver on the team at the moment is 13th touchdown of the season. And the winner of that drive had to be Jalen Wright. The gyration after the first down clearly played a part in everything that just happened. Right, boost this one down to Rondale Moore. And he'll get up to the 31-yard line. You got to think chew clock is going to happen here for Atlanta. They want to get that 12th win and get the heck up out of here. He said he don't like how cold it is in Minnesota in these late months. Has time, throws it to the outside. Chase Edmonds, a dot drop in to the 41 and goes down. Wilson, blitz coming from the outside, has some time, and oh my bejeebus. If he had just paid a little bit more attention and put his hands out, we could have had a pick six. Nonetheless, that does not happen. We go to 2nd and 10. Handoff is for Chase Edmonds. He's going to pick up the first down, and Harrison Smith tries to force a fumble. No dice there. We go to the 27-yard line. First and 10, under 3 minutes to go here. Another good pass rush there. Dallas Turner getting back there with Andrew Van Ginkel, who got the actual hit. That'll stop the clock at 2:55. "27-yard line." You see Robbie Chosen in the slot to your right. Drake London has nobody covering him at the moment, and the running back just won the one outside. That was Chase Edmonds. I'm shocked he didn't just throw a back shoulder fade to the end zone. Throws middle of the field. Wilson misses by a mile, so it's 3rd and 10. 2 timeouts left by both teams, and this man named his coach Ludacris. I hate that so much. I absolutely hate that. Corner route, Poppy is Drake London, and they're going to say touchdown. They're going to say he got the ball over the pylon by touching it and running into it with his knees and grant him a touchdown on the game. Wow. Yeah, that the goal line must be a phantom in the middle of the field, because how was the Jalen Wright one not a touchdown and that one was? Is going to the outside and hitting the pylon a better option than just literally crossing the goal line? Questions that need answers, man. Rebecca T and Judon are the outside rushers. David Onyemata and Rook Orororo Going to be the inside guys. Addison picks up a clean slant to the inside and going to get a first down here. No huddle for these Vikes. Press coverage once again. Atlanta has a lot of faith in this press coverage. He's going to go outside wide open. Is Hawk and Son. And big TJ Hawk will go out of bounds at the 26-yard line. 2:11 on the clock. Yeah, Ryan Neal got cooked right there, and he broke the same tackle too. Dang. Get your weight up, Mr. Neal. You're looking bad. And do remember, all Game of the Weeks do go over to YouTube this year. So make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube, like some videos when they come out and things of that nature. Jetta's one-on-one. And he is not going to get there. Pierre is going to knock the ball down. Did not want to allow that to happen. So the remainder of the games this week that have like heavy implications, Seahawks and Cardinals, Packers, Lions, we talked about already. And then Panthers and Eagles matters on this NFC side of things as well. Hawkinson wide open, a good out route there. Neal again in coverage, and so is Pierre. He's going to get to the 8-yard line. Hawkinson's been cooking this Falcons defense. Falcons defense is pretty much number one overall for everything. They're just second best in pass defense. Simmons roaming that middle of the field. Judon pass rushing with Terrell and Bates guarding the backside here. He's going to go slant to Jettas and knocks that man out at the 2-yard line. And we're at the 2-minute warning. So with the way the score currently is, barring a miracle, the Vikings will fall to 9-5 on the season. Excuse me, 8-5. Forgive me, 8-5. And then looking at the rest of their schedule, they got Chicago next week, then Seattle, then Green Bay, and then Detroit. So they still have 3 division games left, as Bates will pick this one off and pretty much call game. So the Vikings still have a big chance at winning their division. 3 division games left. He beat Chicago the first game. He beat the Giants the first game. He's 3-0 in the division currently. He's got to go for the sweep and win this division. He's already swept the first half of it. Just got to sweep the back half now. And then looking at Atlanta the rest of the season, as they're going to win their 10th game in a row here. It's going to go travel out to Vegas. They are going to then play the Giants at home. They're going to travel out to Washington, and then week 18, they play Carolina. Washington is in here. Cooley, as a matter of fact, is 10-3 with the second seed in the NFC here. I do like what I saw out of Jim overall, though. Jalen Wright getting the ball up the field was a beautiful sight to see, minus the turnovers. And then obviously, you know, the turnovers that he got with Gilmore to get the pick 6 was a big one. To make that a 7-7 game, it gave him the confidence back to feel like he was able to still have a dog in this fight. And it really was worth it. Definitely a solid game of the week this week. JaVale is just putting pressure on leather helmets right now. He has to do the same thing in the playoffs, though. I'm going to go ahead and call it out now. It's cool to do this regular season, but they need to see this in the playoffs. So Atlanta is clearly a team I'm going to be looking out for in the playoffs. And on the AFC side of things, the Chiefs are also 11-1. Gons, the 1 seed again. Cannot believe that. That's going to do it here for this game of the week on this Saturday afternoon. 52-17 is your score from Minnesota. We want to thank Leather Helmets for extending themselves out to get games commentated today. So for Jim and the guys, we say thank you so much. And we hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday afternoon. I'll holla, folks.